Jai Hind to all. My name is Ashish Kumar and I am Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Today I am going to discuss the topic that is JavaScript Popup box, and the subject is web designing, and the code for this subject is KCS 052. Let's start the session. So in a JavaScript we have a three kind of boxes, namely as a alert box, confirm box and the prompt box. So these dialog box can be used to raise and alert or to get confirmation on any input, or to have a kind of input from the user. So these dialog box majorly used in the JavaScript when we have to create the form. So inside the form user data can be entered in different forms. So we takes the user data in form of these pop-up boxes. Suppose if you want to alert the message to the user, so you can use the alert boxes. Similarly, if you want to some confirmation, provide the confirmation to the user, so you can use the confirmation box, or prompt box similarly kind of behave like as a alert box. So if I'm talking about the alert boxes, so an alert dialog box is mostly used to give a warning message to the user. For an example, if here is this input field, right, and it field required to enter some text, it is mandatory to the user. That means user can enter his or her details, but it is mandatory. So this field is mandatory to the user. So as a part of the validation, if the user does not provide any input on this field, so any input of this field, you can use an alert box to give a warning message. Suppose this field is mandatory to the user, that means user provide his or her information on this particular box, but user does not provide any input on this field. So as a part of validation, so the warning message through the alert box will prompted on his screen. So nonetheless, an alert box can still be used for friendlier message. Alert box gives only one button, OK, to select and process. I'll just show you the how this alert box will be implemented in the VS Code. So this is the code of this alert box. As you can see here, when we write the JS code, we use the script tag. As you can see here, this is the script tag, right? So as you can see here, this is the code of this alert dialog box. We have to use the script tag. For in a JS, if you write the code of the JS, so we have to use the script tag. As you can see here, inside the script tag, we have to use the function called as a function warn. And alert is a predefined function that is used in the script tag. So as you can see here, inside the function, we have to write this some text like alert. This is a warning machine, and we provide some information to the browser screen. So on the browser screen, we have to use the document.write. For this statement, we have to print this is a warning message on the browser screen. See, okay, next part is the body part. Inside the body part, we have to print like some paragraphs, like click on the follow button to see the. So inside so suppose this is our browser screen, right? So this is our browser screen. Inside this browser screen, we have to use the input button. So this is an input button, and inside this input button, we have to provide the value that is click me. Click me. So this button comes from the tag that is called as an input, and input is an element of the form. As you can see here, this is the form, right? So input type as a button through which we can create the button, and the value of this button is the click me. So, and some event is performed when you click on this button. So an event name is called as a on click. So on click event. this is an JavaScript event. I already discussed in previous slide, previous lecture on the topic, that is JavaScript event. So whenever user press this click button, some action, some event has been performed. So value is click me, on click is the 1. So when user click on this button, now consoles search this function called as a 1. So where our one function is specified in this code, as you can see here, the one function is specified in this script tag. So inside this function one, whatever written, that will be display on the browser screen. Okay. Next one is the confirmation dialog box. So confirmation dialog box is mostly used to take user consent on any option. It display a dialog box with two buttons, OK or cancel. If the user click on the OK button, the window method confirm will return true. If the user click on the cancel button, then confirm return false. So on the browser screen, when you want to some confirmation about any text or any input of the user, so we have to use two types of button, and that buttons namely as the OK button and the cancel button. So if the user click on the OK button, that means the window method confirm will return true, or vice versa case. If the user click on the cancel button, the confirm returns the false value. So here is the code about this confirmation dialog box. As you can see here, we have to use same kind of code in the previous slide called as a script tag. Here is the script tag. Inside this script tag, we have to define the function, and the function name is as the get confirmation. Okay, and for providing the button, so we have to use the tag as a form tag. Here is the form tag, and inside the form tag we have to use the input type. So here is the input type button, and the value of button is the click me. So same code is this confirmation code is similar to the previous one as a alert box. As you can see here, inside the form we have to use the input button as a value click me. So similarly here in browser screen, this is your button, and value of button is the click me. So whenever the user click on this button, some event is performed, and that event already told you as a guys, this is an JavaScript event. So on click is an event where the function is called, and the name of our function name as a get confirmation. Okay, so console now search where this function is specify or present in the in this code. So here is the function get confirmation. So inside this confirmation, whatever returns in this block, that will pop up through the confirmation box. So as you can see here, we have to use the variable call as a return value, and inside this variable we have to define the pop-up box namely as the confirm. So inside the confirmation we have to provide some text like, do you want to continue? It is message to the user, so you can ask the user, do you want to continue, or user want to continue. If the user want to continue, that means somewhere the value of this if condition is true, otherwise the value of condition is false. Here is the code for the false. Okay, so the window method confirm will return true when the user click on the OK button. Otherwise, which code is processed? This else code is processed when the user click on the cancel button. So user want to continue, that means return value is the true. Else, if the user does not want to continue, it he press the click cancel button, so that else block is executed now, and here the print message like user does not want to continue and return false. So as you can see, it returns false and it returns true. True for the user want to continue, or false return for the user does not want to continue on the browser screen. And similarly, inside the body section, we have to take as a paragraph, click the following button to see the result. So button can be provided through the input type as a button, and the value is, here is the click me. So whenever the user click me, so inside the browser screen, the confirmation box comes, and inside this confirmation there is two buttons called as a OK or cancel. So these two buttons are processed through this particular code. Next and the last dialog box called as a prompt dialog box. So the prompt dialog box is very useful when you want to pop up a text box to get user input. It enables you to interact with the user. The user need to fill in the field and then click OK. So this dialog box is usually using a method called as a prompt. So prompt is a method which takes two parameters. So inside this prompt, we have two parameters. First parameter is a label which you want to display in the text box, and the second parameter is a default string to display in the text box. This dialog box has two buttons. Similarly, it is a kind of like confirmation. We have two buttons called as a OK and cancel. If the user click on the OK button, the window method prompt will return the enter value from the text box. Otherwise, if the user click the cancel button, the window method prompt return nulls. So this is the code of the prompt dialog box. As you can see here, we have to use the function name as a get value. Okay. So this function is called on the button. As you can see here, on click, here is the function call, that is get value. When the function is called, the console will goes to the this function name as a get value, where is your get value function is defined in the VS Code. So here is the code. Inside the script tag, we have to define the function name as a get value, and inside this function we have provide as a variable return value, that is prompt enter your name. So when user can enter the name like this and provide the information through the document.write, you have to enter this value. So this is all about the prompt. I'll just show you these three boxes, how we can, these three boxes will be implemented through the. So JS is the extension of the JavaScript. So inside this we have to write the code as a like HTML. Inside this HTML we have to use the like head. Inside this head we have to use the script tag. So here is the script, and we have to define the function and the function name as a like, we have to define the function var. Okay. We have to define the script type is equal to text oblique Java script, right? So function, inside the function we have to use the first box name as a alert. So inside this alert function we have to write like this is a warning message, right? Okay. And then document dot write this is a warning message. Okay, so here the script tag. Now we have to provide the body section. So inside the body section we have to take in as a paragraph, like paragraph, click the following button to see the result, right? So this is our paragraph. Then we have to use the form tag for providing the input element, like input type is equal to button and the value like click me, and we have to use the event name as a on click. Here we have to call the function name as our function name is a var, right? So this is the code of this. So as you can see here, this is the code of the alert box. So inside this code we have to define the function name as a var, and this functions comes inside the script tag, as you can see here. So inside this function we have to define the box name as a alert. Inside the alert, whatever we have to provide the information that will be display on the browser screen. Okay. Then further inside the body section we have to define the paragraph, like click the follow button to see the result. So we have to provide the button through the input type. Input type is an element of the form. So value of the button is the click me. As you can see here, this is the value click me, and we have to perform the event. So in the JavaScript there are different types of event, we have to use inside this code, we have to use the mouse event as a name as a on click event, right? So inside this on click event we have to mention the function name as a var. So this function and this function name should be same, otherwise this code is not work. Okay, let's render this code. Now as you can see here click the follow button to see the result. This is the paragraph, and inside here is the button. When you click on this button like this, the alert comes and the message print inside the alert box. This is a warning message. So this code is all about the alert. Similarly, we have a codes like confirmation. So as you can see here, this code represent the confirmation about the user want to continue or user does not want to continue. So as you can see here, this is the script tag. Inside this script tag we have to define the function name as a get confirmation, and this get confirmation function is called on the event name as a on click. So on click event as a get confirmation, this function and this function name should be similar. So inside this function we have to define the variable like return value, that is confirm. Confirm is a method. Inside this confirmation method, we have to provide the details of the user, like do you want to continue. If the user want to continue, that means somewhere we have to mention the some conditions like if or else. So if the user want to continue, that message will display like user want to continue. Otherwise, the message will display like user does not want to continue. So similarly, here in the inside this body section, we have to define the paragraph, like click the following button to see the result. So I'll just render this code. Okay, now when the user click on this button, the confirmation box is displayed like this, and inside this confirmation box we have two buttons. First button is the OK button and the second button is the cancel. So OK button will work when user want to continue. So I'll just show you, like I want to continue on this button, so I'll just press the OK. So whenever you click on the OK button, the message will be displayed like a user want to continue. Otherwise, message will say user does not want to continue. Okay. So this is all about the confirmation box. Similarly, for prompt box, I'll just show you. So this is the code of the prompt box. Same code, similar to the confirmation or similar to the alert box. Same code is written here. So inside this code, we have to define the function name as a get value, or inside this function, we have to define the variable like prompt is a method. Inside this prompt, we have to write the enter your name, and your name will be display on the browser screen. I'll just show you. Okay. When you click on this button like this, now this is the prompt box. So user can enter his data to inside this prompt box. So I'll just mention like my name, that is Ashish, and when you click on this OK button, your name will be displayed in this browser screen. Okay. So this is all about the alert box, confirmation box, or prompt box. So this is all about of this particular topics. Thanks to all of you.